The Ticwatch design team is back with another freshly looking and nicely built WearOS device, this time metal construction, stunning display and bunch of new features. But is that enough for the more and more demanding wearable consumers? Let's find out! Welcome, Tech4All channel, Michael speaking, and I'm so glad to see you around. As usual, inspecting some cool tech and smartwatches are always taking significant part of the channel's content. This time, Ticwatch asked me to try their brand new C2 Plus. And while until now I've tested each one of their other series, the E, the S and the Pro, I'm trying a C model for the first time ever, and I think I like it a lot. This product line is, in my opinion, the most premium looking and is the bridge between the Pro, which is their flagship, and the cheaper editions like the mentioned S and E series. More importantly, the focus here is the design, combining the latest trends in smartwatch technologies with beautifully crafted metal body, which looks and feels premium and is probably one of the best looking watches these days. I would really appreciate seeing some of the other Ticwatch designs to lean towards such shapes and materials, because it is stylish, durable and compact, and if I didn't know it's a Ticwatch, I was probably never going to have guessed that. The price of the watch is $210, and check the description of the video for a discount code for all of you, the Tech4All audience. That price is a bit less than the Fossil Gen 5 devices, which come with similar specs and performance. Ticwatch have been always great at providing enjoyment from the unboxing, and the package here is not letting us down. Comes in style and is quite pleasing to get to see that new gadgets. Most of the important specs are listed on the package. Note that these WearOS based watches are considered to be true smartwatches. You can install various apps from Play Store, take advantage of multitasking and generally have experience close to what a smartphone provides. The watch arrives with two sets of bands, a genuine leather strap and a silicone one. Having a natural material in contact with your skin is perhaps always better, but I tend to like the silicone band here more. One thing you will notice is that the watch is also very suitable for a lady's wrist, and could be that if you have a large hand and you want to wear it, you may need to find another strap for yourself. I've had it for close to 2 weeks, didn't feel uncomfortable while sleeping and wearing it 24/7. The design is apparently the highlight of this watch, with very beautiful 1.3-inch AMOLED screen, 360 by 360 pixels, very good illumination in daylight, and even on bright days, most of the content will be readable. The Plus version is a slight upgrade to the regular C2, with the major difference having twice more RAM included. Such an upgrade has already resurrected the Ticwatch Pro, and having tested both the regular version and the 2020 edition, these extra 512 MB actually make it up for the use of the so old Snapdragon 2100 processor inside. Performance is quite good, maybe not Samsung Galaxy Watch 2 grade, but certainly I can't complain of lags. Besides that, IP68 waterproof rating, inbuilt microphone, however no speaker, integration for Google Assistant, the latest edition of WearOS, HDR sensor, gyro, accelerometer, 400 mAh battery, which often is giving me up to 2 days of endurance, and also NFC chip for payments. It's good to make a short list of what the device doesn't offer. We don't see the latest generation of Qualcomm's CPU inside, sadly. There is no speaker, meaning no phone calls, and also lacks ambient sensor, meaning that the display brightness is not automatically adjusted and you have only manual control of that. And generally, these are the major disadvantages of the Ticwatch C2 Plus. Let me show you now the software part. It's the genuine experience of WearOS, highly customizable, tidy, fluent, and multitasking. The additional RAM makes a big difference, and scrolling, app navigation and launching tasks, they happen so quickly and there are no lags notable. If you want to optimize that even further, here's an idea. Go to Settings, choose the About section, tap 7 times on the build number, and this will unlock the Developer Options menu. From there, find where the animations are and reduce the animation speed to 0.5 seconds. If we dig into more of the software details, we're gonna notice quite current Android security patch, which usually for smartwatches is not too significant, but the availability of NFC and the payments options makes it important. As you notice, navigation is swipe-based and pretty intuitive. The 2 buttons on the side are of course helping you. Top 1 is a shortcut to the Apps section when pressed shortly, and long press launches Google Assistant. Remind me to call Victor at 3:30. The bottom one handles the activities or exercises. The rest of the software is typical for WearOS. There is of course the WearOS edition of Play Store. Thousands of apps, most of which are pretty useful. I used Device Info 360 to get more information about the specs, and we can well notice 45Hz refresh rate of the display. There are a few apps which are pre-installed from the Tic ecosystem, like Tic Health, Tic Pulse and Tic Exercise. Each one of them is pretty good. Tracking your heart rate 24/7 wouldn't impact the battery life too much, and I more and more like the sports options developed for Ticwatches. And there also is the so needed integration with third-party apps like Strava and Google Fit. The app that I couldn't run and test with the C2 Plus yet was the Tic Sleep, and hopefully it will be soon well compatible, so that you can also count on sleep tracking. All the other apps I wanted to install and try worked well. Google Maps is a bliss, and having Google Assistant only a button press away is very convenient, and you can use it for reading news, searching for info, getting your schedule and calendar right. Options are unlimited, and sometimes it's simpler to do this using the watch instead of using your phone. For the first time ever, I see a swimming assistant app in Ticwatch, another upgrade, and finally a confirmation that the IP68 rating covers even the swimming activities. And speaking of water-related topics, combined with what has happened to the world in the last months, likely was a good enough reason to add this hand-washing timer. It's kind of crazy to think that we should need assistance with something telling us how long we should wash our hands, but looks like some people actually need that. Okay, time to conclude. After 2 weeks of usage, 10 charging cycles and very solid performance, it's time for me to move on to the next device to be tested. I can mostly say good things about the C2 Plus. If you're an owner of C2 already, the performance spike is notable, but probably not that significant to justify an upgrade. To everyone else, I think the watch delivers solid WearOS package with fantastic design and exceptional build quality. No, it's not the best smartwatch in the world, 1 to 2 days of battery life only, and that hurts my feelings and makes it almost impossible to track your sleeping. There is no speaker, which means no phone calls, but the rest is there, including the so needed these days NFC, the stellar AMOLED screen, the good performance with finally enough RAM, and the design which suits both business and casual occasions. Perfectly positioned and reasonably priced. Just another fantastic piece of hardware to show that WearOS needs to get radically better, especially about battery management. So I think if Google services are your top priority, this is the best WearOS device in style that you can get for around $200 or even a little less should you use the discount code from the description below the video. Let me know, do you expect Google to revamp WearOS, or they've become too big and too conservative, multitasking and tons of apps, or less functions and better battery life? I'm looking forward to hear from you about that in the comments below, and thank you very much for choosing Tech for All to explore for you the Ticwatch C2 Plus. Michael, been such a great pleasure, and let's hang out in our social media channels. Stay safe and healthy, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Cheers!